Welcome back to the Better Arizona Show, everyone. I'm Sarah Carlstrom. It is a tough subject to think about, let alone to talk about. What happens when a loved one dies? So much of the time it's unexpected and you really don't know what to do. We have Lisa Aquafreda here from Abel Funeral Services, and it really is a difficult subject to tackle, but it is important to pre-plan for your funeral, something a lot of people don't think about.
Sarah, you know, it is something that a lot of people don't think about, but it is that time that spirits are low or emotional, and it's really an uneasy subject to discuss with family and friends.
How do you start the process, and how do you have that conversation?
Well, first you want to sit down with the people that you love, and this is talking about pre-planning your funeral. So this happens before that horrible situation actually occurs. But the reason why we do want to do it is because you want to be able to already have everything out of the way. This allows you to personalize your funeral. You're allowed to already plan everything out the way you want, and the stress is off the table.
It really is an interesting concept if you think about it, but very, very smart to take care of that when you can, and then just kind of not think about it again until you have to. Tell me a little bit about Abel Funeral Services. What kind of services are we talking about?
We're talking about everything from the start to the end. So the cremation, as well as, you know, songs that you want at your funeral. Do you want someone special to speak? How do you want your service to look? And that's what we're going to walk you through. And if you call Abel Funeral Services 24/7, someone's going to answer that phone. They're going to make the process simple, because it's a time where we're emotional, and the last thing you want to do is have that take up a lot of time.
We have all that information on our website. That's abelfuneralservices.com. And the next thing you want to do is you want to call that funeral home, like I mentioned. You want to call Abel Funeral Services, make all your arrangements. They'll answer all of your questions. If your loved one was a veteran, you may be able to get extra assistance. There may be benefits available. You'll want to check that out. You can obtain 10 to 15 copies of the death certificate from your funeral director, and moving forward, you're going to need those in the process. You're also going to want to notify Social Security office if you were receiving benefits, because you're going to want to get those stopped. Another important thing is to contact health insurance company and also your employer regarding terminating any coverage or policies that you had. Always important is to contact your employer for information regarding any plans or pension plans that were available to you. Return credit cards of the deceased with a certified copy of the death certificate. That's always important to make sure you're on top of that. You also want to talk with a tax advisor, an accountant. You want to seek professional advice, because you're going to have to make sure that all the information is filled out correctly for your tax returns for that year of the death. Lastly, you want to pay important bills such as mortgage payments or anything else that needs to be taken care of.
Tell me a little bit more about Abel Funeral Services.
Well, Abel Funeral Services serves all of Phoenix, and we've been around for 10+ years in the Valley, and we really pride ourselves in really helping out during the process. And what's really important to remember, it's not about just finding a funeral home that's right in the area, but finding one that you're going to connect with the people, and they're going to make the process simple and easy. We're not going to upsell you on anything. What we're going to do is just really make everything simple, comfortable, and be that extension of your family.
Thank you, Lisa, for the information. It is a tough topic, but something that we all need to think about at some point.
Thank you, Sarah.
All right, the Better Arizona Show will be right back.